Hello Aquarius, Aquarius Rising and Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological horoscope and your card horoscope for the week starting May 1st, 2017. Sorry about the delay on this, everybody. If you saw the announcement I made, I had to kind of rush out of town this last weekend, and so I was not able to do horoscopes or emails or things like that. And you all usually know I have a Sunday through Thursday work schedule, so it's been kind of hectic. So, anywho, moving on from that, what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, this week, if you probably, again, already know, if you saw in your monthly horoscopes, that Mercury is going direct in Aries in your third house of communications, pacts, and promises this week. And it's going to basically be catching up for lost time. You know, a lot of you may be getting a lot of second drafts on proposals, agreements, contracts, as well as arrangements that you've set up with other people, whether they are third-party arrangements, services being rendered to you, possibly even rearranging the terms of a lease, or maybe even some kind of business or network partnership that you've been working on. And this could actually turn out very well for you, because I think the alternative that comes after Mercury goes direct on Wednesday is going to be better than what you initially drafted with this person. We may actually be paying for this service, or we may actually be being paid for this service, but once Mercury goes direct, there may be a hidden opportunity to make this seem more fair, or at least more, I guess you could say, worthwhile for you. We also have, towards the end of the week, Mercury conjunct Uranus in this area. And this is going to be sort of an interesting breakthrough, a big communications breakthrough, and you may notice that a friend or somebody close to you, somebody you may even consider to be sort of that brother or sister from another mother kind of energy, sort of goes out of their way to say and do what you've been afraid to say and do with a certain someone, thus breaking the ice you didn't know how to break. But now that he or she has cleared the way, this completely changes the way the social arrangement with these other folks is going to play out. You know, if we've needed to have the big discussions, the tough talks and things like that, somebody's actually going to get the ball rolling before you do. But it may be your job to follow suit and make sure that this keeps going until it's actually ended in a good way. We've also got the Sun in Taurus in your fourth house of home and family, forming a gorgeous connection to Neptune, currently in your second house, your earned income sector. And you may be finding out of an opportunity to, you know, start bolstering your income through a job that comes to you through the neighborhood or through a family member. You may actually decide to change jobs for this opportunity, or you may actually even find a way to start doing more of your own personal work from home. And that also, again, will be something that kind of comes about as we get into the latter half of the week. So what's going on with your cards then this week? I'm excited to show you. I'm kind of like, oh my god, we got new tarot cards. Same oracle cards, but new tarot cards. Can't wait to show those off. So for your oracle card for the week, your spiritual advice, we do have the card of Freyr, the card that focuses on a need for you to learn how to be a leader when it comes to maintaining peace, order, contentment, and wealth in your life. You know, focusing on stability and maintaining stability, and being able to be the one who can crack the whip every once in a while, or call people out every once in a while when it comes to this is practical, this is not, this is safe, this is not, this is functional, this is not. Because the Freyr card means, you know, a focus on that peace and on that contentment and on that, you know, on I guess you could say that comfort, the creature comforts in life can indicate a need to establish a sense of, you know, of wellness in these areas. You know, where has a little bit of drama or a little bit of uncertainty just become sort of like the regular expectation in a family situation, in a romantic situation, in a work situation? How do we start turning that into it? No, let's just have peace, actually. Maybe this isn't necessary. Maybe we're not going to work it out doing it the same way we always have 10 times in a row. The Freyr card can also indicate, you know, an opportunity for you to see how this can work by getting some kind of reward or award this week, whether it's some kind of big boost of good luck, or maybe, again, some extra cash or some extra free time to learn how to live in that peace and maintain that peace instead of going back to the regular way. So it's almost like you're getting to take the good stuff for a test drive. See how long we can hold on to it. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we've got the Ace of Swords upright. So we do have some good news coming on the work front, because fast developments tend to come with the Ace of Swords. Usually this does indicate some kind of clearance or some kind of opportunity to sit down and schedule a meeting, an interview, some kind of test of your methods, test of your abilities, and if you do take that test, you will pass. The Ace of Swords upright says there's a big go-ahead. I always look at this as my green light card. If somebody gives us a green light on a proposal that we have made or a proposal we are about to make, we are supposed to carry it all the way. And that will be the expectation that comes from whatever this discussion or whatever this meeting is. Whether it's a transfer, again, a new job, maybe even a promotional opportunity, somebody is absolutely willing to hear you out this week. Again, just be ready to perform and get on that stage. You know, don't put it out there and then be mad when you get put on the spot. These are the situations we need to be put on the spot with. For your communications with air when it comes to your friends, your relatives, and the others in your life, we do have the Hanged Man upright. And this card's kind of interesting because it does talk about somebody deciding to pull themselves away from a negative situation that they have been, you know, a part of. They've been either a part of facilitating, like they are to share blame, or they've just felt maybe they're sharing blame for being complicit in that dysfunction. And the Hanged Man can often indicate, you know, where a person is kind of giving themselves a bit of a time out. And you might not necessarily know what to do when he or she decides to go through with that. The truth of the matter is, this means that they probably won't be in communication for a while. They're taking some serious space, but they might need to. Okay, they might need to do that because they do know that where they've been doing wrong and where they might not necessarily have the know-how or the wherewithal to do right. And you may feel bad about that, you may even feel bad for them, but at the same time, if they do know they are a guilty party, you've got to be encouraging of somebody willing to take steps to do better, not try and just sort of smoosh down those feelings and say, oh no, you're fine, just keep doing you. Doing them might not be doing them at all, and doing everyone else a disservice at the same time. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Eight of Cups, reversed. And, you know, interestingly enough this week, the Eight of Cups reversed can indicate a challenge in going back to a person, a situation, or an opportunity, or taking up that opportunity, something that we walked away from really quickly. Something that we may have abandoned prematurely, something we may have turned down with little or no good evidence or reason to have turned it down. And usually with the Eight of Cups reversed, the cards are saying, go back and figure this situation out. You know, did we turn down a job that we weren't familiar with only because we were just in a bad mood that day? Did we not give that potential dating partner a fair chance because of the emotional state we were in? You know, what is an opportunity that we actually do have that is good for us coming around the bend? Second chances are very rare in life that we could actually go back to. It's coming back to us this week. It might be something to consider. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Four of Wands, reversed. And this card, interestingly enough, can indicate that we're going to have a wonderful week in love, because the Four of Wands reversed is talking about actually getting down and putting the work into it. Maybe you and a partner are finally going to have the time to put the work into the relationship. You know, the Four of Wands reversed, we're talking about the setup. You know, it's the setup before the party, the reception, whatever's going on, the big planning. You know, and getting down and putting the elbow grease into the relationship, you know, whether it's we finally both have more time for one another, so we're going to dedicate that time, we're going to make ourselves, you know, dedicate some time to be exclusively together. Or with the Four of Wands reversed, we're actually setting up for some kind of major goal or major happening that we've only treated like a pipe dream. And finally, a lot of these plans and these ideas are getting put to paper. We do have Mars in your 5th house of love and romance all the way through this month. So a lot of that action and energy is going to be channeled into labor, reward through labor, putting that labor into the relationship. You know, and I think this week with the Four of Wands reversed, if you've been feeling like A, you've been having a hard time finding a partner who's interested in that kind of thing, or B, getting a partner to do that kind of thing, or C, getting motivated to do that yourself, the Four of Wands reversed says there will be something to incentivize that kind of that kind of interaction, and there may even be somebody who decides that they want to put that energy into it with you as well. So that is your horoscope. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you ever want to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.